Hello, I'm David Osger and welcome to Print 7 News, bringing you the latest stories from the last week in the print industry. This week, MPS Monitor commits to secure print solutions, Sound Control hails EFI VUTEk impact, the effect of the pandemic on receipt printing, and Fujifilm's Acuity printers scoops awards. First, MPS Monitor's remote monitoring and management of printers was given the green light by Keypoint Intelligence. An assessment found that the company's efforts to keep customers' devices and data secure to be of a high standard. Keypoint was also satisfied that MPS's remote monitoring and management of printers runs on a secure cloud infrastructure that is continuously tested. Next, Melton Mowbray-based Sound Control Services has praised the impact that its new EFI VUTEk Pro 32R has had on business. The 3.2 metre wide roll-to-roll LED printer from CMY UK has allowed Sound Control to enter a number of new markets. Managing Director Jim O'Shaughnessy says the investment has opened up a whole new world for the company. Now, this week we hear from David Spratt, Head of Sales of Epson UK's Business Systems Division at the PPMA show. Spratt tells us about how the company has adapted to changes in demand caused by the pandemic and also what other solutions were on offer at the show.
This year we've got our whole range of colour label printers. The beauty of those is that you just print what you need when you need it. So rather than ordering thousands and thousands of labels, many of which often get put into landfill, you print just what you need on demand. Obviously receipts you get them in retail and you get them in hospitality, and both of those sectors were hit very hard during the lockdowns. At the same time, the food delivery services really came to the fore. So we saw a huge growth in that area, and now as retail and hospitality start to open up, we actually find that our business is further ahead than it was before. On the label printing, I think we saw a slowdown really across the board at the start because there was so much uncertainty. But then we picked up some really fantastic projects in the chemical and pharmaceutical sector. We provided all the label printers to the NHS for their track and trace samples. In the B2B sector, we saw a slowdown, but consumer printers or printing at home took an incredible boost, partly from people working at home, but a lot of the homeschooling as well really drove that market for us. Besides our colour label printers and we talked about receipt printing in Epson, we have a strong robotics presence at this show, and for the first time in the UK we're actually showing an Epson robot taking a label from an Epson printer and applying it to a product. So that's the first in this country. I think the benefit of the robots and the print and apply of labels, which is a good example, is that robots don't get COVID. They can work extra shifts, and that is the kind of return on investment calculation that a manufacturer would take into account when they're saying, okay, so it's not about taking somebody's job, but it's about driving efficiency, which allows you then to redeploy your staff in a more beneficial role.
And finally, Fujifilm has announced that its new Acuity Prime and Acuity Ultra R2 wide format printers have each won Red Dot 2021 Design Awards. A jury praised the machines for their user-friendly features and impressive efficiency and performance. The Ultra R2 was also credited for its technical features and elegant design. That's all for this week's Print 7 News, but for now you can stay up to date with all the news in the industry at printmonthly.co.uk. view much more video content over on our Print 7 News YouTube channel, or join in with the conversation on Twitter and LinkedIn. We'll see you next week.